Yo guys, what's up? We're back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to break down exactly how I made about $5,000 on today's markets. And again, yesterday, I think all of December, we're 10 days into December, and I think the market conditions have just been absolutely atrocious, disgusting, all over the place. Volume has been very, very bad, which obviously makes sense. We are coming to the end of 2025. We're almost to the end, almost to the beginning of 2026, which is, pretty insane, pretty crazy. So again, I'm not like, oh my goodness, why is this happening? But at the same time, it is very, very annoying. So again, here's the profits for obviously the day. And I'll go ahead and I'll break down exactly what I took, how I took it, and the reasons behind all of that. Now, again, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Will Trades. I've been trading for over 7 years. And again, I use a very, very simplistic strategy about finding buyers and sellers, identifying trend, and then volume. That's all I use. I'm not an ICT trader. I don't do all this mumbo jumbo. I make it very, very simplistic. So let's, without further ado, go ahead and dive right on into here. Now, again, if you guys don't know what I trade, I'm a full-time NQ futures day trader that does this every single day. And I only trade the NASDAQ. I don't trade gold. I mean, sometimes very frequently I might trade gold, but I usually sit between the NASDAQ and ES, mostly leaning towards the NASDAQ. Now, today was FOMC day, which means obviously Powell spoke. They had some interest rates, blah, 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 which obviously you can actually see why we had that massive volume towards the end of the day around 1 o'clock. Now, if you can actually see what's going on here, this is on the 1 hour time frame. You can see that the volume last like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days has been just complete, just choppy to chop, chop, chop. Just like I said, it hasn't been moving in any direction. And it's not going in any direction, right? Even after the FOMC push, we still only stayed inside of this range, and we're not really moving anywhere in it or outside of it. So again, some very, very boring price action. But again, I'm a day trader slash scalper. So even though we might not have big moves, I'm still able to capitalize on some stuff. So again, what I do is I usually just base, because again, I'm a scalper slash day trader, I base my levels on pre-market data and yesterday's data. So for example, this was today's price action. Again, not the best, not the sexiest, not all mumbo jumbo, but again, we can see that the market, again, has a lot of key points that we can figure out. So I'm on the 5-minute time frame. I'm going to go ahead and zoom on in here, and I'm going to go start drawing my zones. Now, usually what I first start targeting is pre-market highs and pre-market lows, and then the most next level of resistance. So if we can see, this is a level of resistance slash pre-market highs. The next one would be this level. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a zone just like so. Boom, right? And this is exactly what I did for today. We could even see yesterday's highs obviously hit that and sold right back off. We hit that, sold right back off, hit that, sold right back off. So this is a very, very important zone to be made, a very important zone to be taken, okay? And then the next thing I'm going to be looking for is pre-market support. Well, here's pre-market support, and the next level of support will be right here. So let's put it in there, boom, boom. There we go. So we have two very important key levels to start working with. Very, very important key levels to start working with. We can see that we have obviously a what? Resistance, and we have support, right? We can now even go to the 2-minute time frame. Zoom on, actually, no, excuse me. Sorry. So let's go back to the 5. And then what we're going to do is draw our yesterday. Here's yesterday lows, right? And we're going to draw a little box like so, okay? So now we have yesterday's lows. And now we have pre-market highs, pre-market lows, and then we're going to now go to the 2-minute time frame and now look at any other miniature levels that we can start working with. So 2-minute, do we have anything? I mean, not really entirely. It's pretty boring. So no. So after that, now all I'm going to wait for is closures. So if I'm looking for a long position or a play to the bullish direction, I'm going to be waiting for first the price to be trading above the VWAP. That's the first thing I'll be looking for. Now, is the market or price trading above the VWAP? No. So I shouldn't really be looking to take a long position. Now, since that's the case, we're trading below the VWAP. So I'm actually kind of leaning to go short. And the first trade that actually made me half of my money was the short right here. I waited for a closure above this key level, and we took the break, and I'm going to go ahead and change my tool so you guys can see this a tad bit better. I took the break right here at, and let me actually color code this so you guys can see this a little better. Price level, remove. Excuse me, guys. I'm like drawing 30,000 lines instead of just wanting to color code one of them. Okay. All right, here we go. So this level right here, and I actually took the break off of 8:34. So actually 4 minutes into market open, I took the first short. Now you're gonna be like, Will, that's super early, because again, my strategy made sense. We're trading below the VWAP. We're actually came in which form, made a lower high, come right back down. This looks like a really, really good position. We took the shorts, and where should take profit be? Next zone. Boom, next zone. So that was a beautiful first trade, making pretty much, I think, over $1,000, I think $1,500 on the first trade. After that, I was hands off. I was just sitting down doing absolutely nothing. Hands off, right? Okay, why? Because again, are we trading above the VWAP? No, so there should be no longs at all. I'm not really interested in any type of long. I might be interested in some long if we get above the high of day, which is right here. So I wasn't really interested in any type of long position. And then I wasn't really interested in any short position either unless we get back below here. So finally, right, market kept on chopping. And then around 9:30, so 1 hour after market open, I'm like, volume's picking up. Now you can't really see volume picking up here, but it's very noticeable when you're actually trading. And I said, okay, if we can get a closure right here, I will take the next low break. I did that specifically, and take profit was exactly at the original next spot, which was right here. And I went in pretty heavy, finishing, making about the $3,000. And it was a very, very nice move. So again, I only took 2 trades today. That was it. 2 trades. That was it. Finishing up the day, $5,000. So again, you guys can see my strategy is very simplistic. That was a trading recap for today. I'm gonna be sending a lot more of these videos out, hopefully daily, so you guys can see what trades I took, what trades I didn't take, your thought process. You can even take some trades like, oh, Will thought this was gonna happen, but I did this, or whatever the case may be. So again, I'm really hoping that December price action is going to get better. You can obviously see later in the day that FOMC was happening, and then we started rallying back to the upside. But again, let's hope that we get some better PA continuing in this week and in December. So anyways, have a great rest of your guys' day. If you guys do want to join my team and trade live with me every single day, the link will be down below. But anyways, peace out, guys, and I'll see you inside.